Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. What a fabulous day it is to be joining us here today. The sun is shining, the grass is green, and I have another TikTok mum that I have to share with you guys because this woman did in fact pop up on my FYP. Can't work out if this is all rage bait or whatever the case may be, because we've gone from not celebrating Easter, which is fair enough, she has her reasonings, not celebrating birthdays, to coming after any woman who wants to go out and work because she is anti-feminism movement. Of course, she has many people in the comment section telling her that she is wrong. She should in fact give her children birthdays. She rebuttals this and says, no, birthdays are selfish. Birthdays are a selfish thing, and we should not be exposing our children to the dangers of birthday celebrating.
Worldly idea of a birthday is me, me, me.
And when the Easter and the birthday basing wasn't quite going to plan, she then starts targeting people who want to go to work, listing many of her different controversial parenting tactics, opinions. If anyone dares say anything even slightly negative, she says that we are all imparting our wokeness onto our children. So today is going to be more of a TikTok review.
People are trying to convince you that you're robbing your children of a childhood. Please know that is just a lie from the mouth of the enemy.
I'll be honest. Part of my childhood, a lot of it was, having fun, playing games. Even now, at the ripe old age of 28, I still sit around and I still play my games. And the sponsor of today's video, June's Journey, is no exception. June's Journey takes you back to the glamour of the 1920s, where your protagonist is the smart and independent June Parker, where she is on a detective mission to solve the murder of her sister and uncover some family secrets in the process. She does not have access to police files, so you're going to have good listening skills and be able to improvise a solution on the spot. You're going to have to solve crimes and mysteries in order to progress in the game, and along the way you make a lot of new friends or enemies. But keep in mind that the story is evolving constantly with new updates every single week. So every single day you're going to be able to find new things that were not there before. This captivating storyline explores so many themes such as motherhood, family relationships, betrayal, and more. And what I absolutely love about this game is that you're able to customize your own island. So as you go along and you progress on the story, you're able to unlock new areas and decorate the space that you already have, which I absolutely love. Also able to receive in-game rewards by attending special events. Also team up with your friends, which is a really cool feature. By joining a club, you are also able to meet like-minded people on there as well who absolutely adore the game. And just to let you know, June's Journey is available on iOS, Android, and also available on your PC as well. If you would absolutely love to play along as June Parker and you want to go and unlock some of these mysteries, please feel free to click the link in the description box, scan the QR code up here to be able to download June's Journey for free. Like I've already said, it is available on iOS, Android, and PC. Thank you so much to June's Journey for sponsoring today's video. Now let us just get on with what is going on with this content creator who has officially taken away her children's birthdays.
I love my children. I don't know what more to say other than that. But if my kids do grow up resenting me, that is not in my control because I serve the Lord first. My children come after serving God.
So today's content creator, she is called Bailey. She is a stay-at-home mum of 4. She has got about just over 18k followers, and straight away, I know you're going to see it straight away, it says Jesus. It has her Gmail account and it has a link tree as well. Now, very interestingly enough, okay, most of her content on her feed is about TikTok shopping. She loves TikTok shop. She's one of those like TikTok affiliate people where she will literally sell you the socks that she was wearing yesterday. There's nothing that this girl will not sell you. And when people were calling her out on it, like, wait, hold on a minute, I don't get it, because you're telling everyone that we should all be selfless and we should all follow the ways of the Lord, etc., etc. Yet you're over here hauling your knickknacks on TikTok.
Welcome to part 5 of all the pajama sets I have got on TikTok shop. Here is another one. You guys, these are my chicken pajamas and y'all went absolutely crazy over these, so I went back and ordered the pink.
Now, before any of you guys say it, no, she is not a Jehovah's Witness. She has said this. She actually says that she is not from any denomination.
Our family is from, and let me clarify. We do not claim any denomination. We do not follow religion. We are not Baptist, Catholic, Jehovah Witness, Jew. We're not any of those. We follow Jesus Christ. We follow the Holy Bible. We follow the God, the creator of the entire universe and everything that was, is, or will come.
Her main thing is that she wants to be able to do TikTok and then also, you know, share the ways of the Lord, etc., etc. She goes on a lot about being a lukewarm Christian.
9 signs that you may be a lukewarm Christian.
And a lukewarm Christian is basically someone who has their foot in the door but out the door. Will go to church on a Sunday but also enjoys a cheeky glass of wine. Will go to church on Sunday but then also has tattoos, which we're going to get onto the tattoo thing in just a moment. My mum would actually be quite offended if someone called her a lukewarm Christian, but I come from a Christian family. I grew up Christian. I went to Sunday school, yada, yada, yada. And from, I don't know, I was probably about 12. I was like, no. And now I don't believe in anything. I'm spiritual, but I don't believe in one God. Does that make any sense? I don't mean it to be a way of offense. I don't mean to say anything out of line. I do have an idea of what it means to be, probably in her own words, a lukewarm Christian. So if that offends anyone being called a lukewarm Christian, don't worry. I think she just means to offend everyone, if I'm completely honest.
People are trying to convince you that you're robbing your children of a childhood. Please know that is just a lie from the mouth of the enemy.
Where all this drama started on her page, she made a video stating that she does not celebrate Easter. Celebrates Easter in relation to Jesus, but she doesn't celebrate it in Easter baskets, all that kind of stuff.
Commenting that you can do both. You can celebrate the worldly version of Easter with Easter egg baskets, Easter egg hunts, and bunnies, and you can make it about the resurrection of Jesus. Scripture so clearly says that you cannot live with one foot in the world and one foot in the kingdom. You cannot serve 2 masters. I also keep getting tons of comments talking about your intentions are pure and God knows your heart. God knows your intentions. God also told you that your heart is evil and wicked and your heart will deceive you. Your intentions do not matter. God doesn't care about your intentions. The devil doesn't. Demons don't. You cannot just take these evil things and turn them into something good just because you think that you have good intentions, just because you think that your heart is pure.
And from that, there was a onslaught of people being like, well, hold on a minute. She does also believe that God comes first, and then it's her husband, and then it's her children, which once again did rile a lot of people up. What is not helping the situation here is that on pretty much all of her videos, all of them, there is a song by Kanye West. Now, if we know anything about Kanye West, I mean, just the other day he was selling t-shirts with Nazi flags on them. People came and said this to her. Her response was,
I just need somebody to explain why you guys are so not okay with this song. I get it if we are just speaking on Kanye West as a person now, but the song itself, you cannot deny that the song itself is glorifying and proclaiming Jesus Christ, which is the entire point.
People are then picking apart the fact that, well, you say that, you know, you've got to be all in, but according to the Bible, whoever, whatever, you cannot have tattoos if you want to go down this route. And she comes back on and she says that actually she got those tattoos before she came to Jesus. She talks a lot about her truth and about finding her truth. If you know who that reminds you of, then you know.
I have about 40 plus tattoos across my entire body from my previous life of living in the world. And to everybody commenting this, I just want to know, are you guys offering to pay for me to get these removed?
What is also not massively helping her case is that she has manicured nails. So I'm not entirely sure why your children have to sacrifice, certain things in the name of not being selfish, but you have manicured nails. And she also still has a nose ring in. I'm not sure if she knows that she can take the nose ring out, but she can.
And I keep getting a lot of comments like this, that it's okay to be selfish one day out of the year, that me is okay at least just one day out of the year. Please show me just one scripture within the Bible that says selfishness is ever okay. Just one. I only want one verse out of the entire Bible, and I'll give it to you.
The thing is that if it was just her by herself saying, contradicting herself, I wouldn't care. But the thing is as we're going to find out, she took away her kids' birthdays because birthdays make them selfish. According to her, you cannot serve the Lord if you are selfish. You cannot be selfish. Yet she's out here hauling bloody TikTok shops, which I'm pretty sure there's something about gluttony going on in the Bible. She's out here hauling her knickknacks on TikTok shop with manicured nails and like various different things. So I really fail to understand why your kids cannot have a birthday, purely because it's selfish. We have to understand this. It's purely because that would make them selfish.
Here's my actual problem with celebrating birthdays. Obviously, from a 1-minute video, that's not enough to give you my broad perspective on how I feel about celebrating birthdays, so here it is. My main problem with celebrating birthdays is the worldly idea of a birthday is me. This is my special day. This day is all about me. It sets up all of these expectations for everybody in your life to always throw you a party, get you gifts, do all of these things. Birthdays just really give such a selfish ideology, I guess you would say, to the entire concept. Yes, we do celebrate our children, but we don't do it in the worldly way that everybody else celebrates birthdays. Also, a lot of comments I keep getting is that it's the one day that your children feel celebrated and loved and cared for. And if your children are only feeling celebrated, loved, cared for, all of those things on their birthday, then that's a problem.
That's what grinds my gears. Just to clarify on this whole birthday fiasco, she says that they won't do any singing, no presents, no real celebrating, because she believes that kids should feel special every day, which I do believe, but I feel like you can do both things at the same time, whilst also acknowledging the fact that it is their child's birthday. But she says that her kids are loved the rest of the time. Isn't promoting items for your benefit for more money a sin? If money comes your way out of videos, then good, but promoting things for others to buy so you profit, that's a sin. And Bailey said, "You are a very misguided and lost soul. I highly recommend digging into the Bible to find the answer to what you just said." She hauls her knickknacks and just literally anything. She'll haul anything on TikTok shop. Anything you think of, and lots of other creators do it. If she didn't contradict herself, I'd be like, okay, but the fact is that she does. But then in the way of her children, she won't have any leeway towards them because she can control them. She can control what they do.
As a content creator, as a TikTok shop affiliate, and I don't know about you, but did you quit your actual job to preach the gospel? Because I don't know, I'm just not comprehending this, honestly. With this being my full-time job, I have commitments, I have contracts, I have samples to fulfill. Me getting on this app and using my platform to share about Jesus does not mean I have to stop working.
Why are your nails done? Isn't getting your nails done all about you? Bailey says, "We are talking about an entire day. Come on, you're being ridiculous with these comments." Someone else replied, "No, we're not. You are indoctrinating your kids and making it about you by not allowing them to have a birthday. They're going to grow up watching all their friends do it and not get it because their mum is a part of a cult." Her kids don't have any friends because, and I quote, "one of her many controversial ways of parenting is for her kids to be homeschooled," which I don't see anything the matter of being homeschooled, that is on itself, "and not allowed to go and play with other kids who do not follow the same belief system."
Obviously, one of them is going to be they only watch shows about Jesus. 2, no sleepovers, no going over to friends' houses. Another one is no jabs. Yeah, that one's really gonna rile y'all up. We do not jab our children. We also don't let them hang out with any kids or really anybody that isn't a believer and doesn't live a pretty, godly life. But, we protect their innocence, and I just am not going to subject them to how some of these other kids are raised.
TikTok, tick. Kids on camera, tick. Birthdays, people who are proper believers and all of that are probably going to want to bash me over the head with their Bible. I feel that her putting a lot of these rules on the kids, when it seems like she almost picks and chooses what she decides to do. She's putting it all on the kids because she can control the kids. She says birthday celebrations have a deep-rooted pagan and ritual history, and birthdays are also a celebration of being 1 year closer to death. I mean, that's just such a cup half empty approach of it. Birthdays are 1 more year of an amazing life, or just 1 more year of making it. Like, isn't that better than 1 year closer to the death? Like, anything could be negative when you put a negative spin on it.
I absolutely do force my religion onto my children, and just like all of you worldly people force your wokeness onto your children as well.
Jehovah's Witnesses, for example, do not celebrate birthdays, okay? They don't. But she has claimed she is not a Jehovah's Witness. She also claims that she is not many different things. The love of all that is holy, quite literally. The Mormons who get literally funded millions and millions by the church to go forth and spread the word of Mormonism on social media. Like, this has been discussed at length. Some of them are the worst child exploiters of them all. I mean, dare I say Ruby Frankie, but she's not the only one. She's the only one that I can think of that's gone to those extremes. But child exploitation is a massive, massive, massive issue on TikTok, and we see it like everywhere. But it's really interesting how certain things go with this lady in particular, and a lot of people who do live a very religious life. A lot of them will say can't do this, can't do this, can't do this, but promoting products, TikTok shop, and exploitation of children, of minors, to millions and millions of people, some of which are going into very predatory areas. That's what God would have wanted. That's absolutely fine. At some point, you just sat there scratching your head, because the more you listen to it, the more you're just like, I don't think God would have wanted children running around in nappies being looked at by perverted people. Okay, I don't think that's what he would have wanted. I really don't. But these people seem to think it's absolutely fine. When this whole thing of birthdays and all of that jazz, when that wasn't quite hitting a nerve, she then decides to post her controversial ways of parenting. She goes on and she makes this separate video where she says, I don't believe in feminism. I don't understand how you can't believe in feminism. I find that hard to believe. Literally, she wants nothing more than to serve her husband. Like I said, if any of us say anything negative towards her, she calls us full of wokeness or something. So there is that. Protecting them from the woke agenda of today's world, which could really mean anything. I mean, she was briefly touching on the LGBTQ plus community, and she did say it very disparagingly. I can imagine she's probably against that as well.
LGBTQ, whatever, children grow up being pro-LGBTQ children. Christian parents raise their children to be Christian.
I will stand on the fact women should be joyfully serving their husbands, which is a choice combined with just about everything else that I've learned from this TikTok page. I just feel bad for the children. I feel like a lot of it is down to the control element that she has over her children, the way that she's implementing all of these different things. And this is no shade towards any religion. Like Jehovah's Witnesses, for example, choose not to do a lot of things. I will argue that those Jehovah's Witnesses are not the people that are TikTok shopping and exploiting their children on the internet. She picks and chooses what she chooses to follow, and is very vague about it. And I think the reasoning why she's so vague about it is because if she says that she's one particular thing, she's going to have a lot of people that are coming out and being like, actually, well, then you can't do X, Y, and Z. Because she very clearly does, get manicures. She very clearly has got tattoos. She very clearly has got facial piercings. I'm sure she does a lot of things that she'll never own up to, but her children are not subjected to the same leeway. This is not an attack on people who are Christian, who follow. That's not it at all. Like I say, I come from a Christian family. It's purely these hypocrites, right? The people that are being very hypocritical, all in the name of spreading the word whilst also exploiting their children and damaging them. And in some cases, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that she is saying, but I don't have to, we don't have to agree on that because everyone is different. But I will be honest, I agree with a lot of people who are saying that those kids, when they grow up, are probably A, not going to appreciate having all this online, and B, if they do break away from what she's trying to be teaching them, and the very sheltered life that they have, they may resent her for that. But then again, lots of people from different backgrounds also do live very sheltered existences, and they're absolutely fine. But then again, they're not plastered on social media. So it's a very... But thank you so much for watching today's video. What do you think about everything I just said? I appreciate that it was a very long-winded rant, but I would love to hear everyone's thoughts and feelings. And like I've already said, if you would absolutely love to try out June's journey and get rocking as June Parker, then please scan my QR code up here, click the link in my description box, download June's journey for free. Like I say, you can download it on iOS, Android, and PC as well. So yeah, go and check that one out. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next one.